Hello everyone, I am Janea Bagon, and for today, we will be doing the part 2 of our TUPT Windows Server 2008 domain case study. So in this part, we will be setting up the domain users using the current IT student names to divide them into all department sections and areas, which is the basic Tabasad department, electrical and allied department, MAAD, and the civil and allied department. So before we add the username, we have to do the domain controller, which is we did in our last video. So for now, we can now create the domain users since we already set up our domain controller. So to do that, I have a list of best IT names here. So on your Windows 2008 server, go to your start, and then administrative tools, then Active Directory users and computers. Then in here, you're gonna go to your domain, which is the tupt.com. Click and then go to tupt.com, right click, and then you can go to new and then click user, or you can just click this icon, which is create a new user in the current container. So for now, I'll try to create my accounts first. So Leo, that's our full name. For user logon name, it's jnbagon at tupt.com. The next. So since this account, I'll be registering it as a admin. So my password will be admin underscore 123 admin underscore 123. For standard users, you're just gonna set this as default. So, but for this example, I'm using it as an administrator account. We're gonna go to uncheck this and gonna check the user cannot change password and password never expires. Then click next. You're gonna get the overview look of your created account. Then click finish. Then now that's our first user. We're gonna click that, right click. We're gonna go to properties. So there are a list of selection here. You're gonna go to member of, then gonna click add. So we can click admin and then check names. We're gonna click, it will be, the administrator will be selected, and then click OK. Then it is now a member of tup.com, so apply, then OK. So now, then after that, you are now an administrator. So now we're gonna create the groups for the departments, just this. So there are 4 academic departments, right? So to do that, we're gonna go still on tupt.com. Gonna go, you can go to new, then create a OU or organizational unit. So for the first organizational unit, we're gonna name it as academic department. So just leave this as check. Wait, let's redo it. Then for the another organizational unit, so it will be called as administrator or administrative department. Okay. Now we have the two departments for the academic and the administrative department. So, academic departments and administrative departments. Next, also create an organizational unit for each technology section or office. So, to do that, we're gonna do example the course. So, in basic arts and science department, we're also gonna include a new organizational unit. So let's name it as our first course, which is the BTVTE Electrical. Then add the next course. So we're gonna do is gonna add at least per group 5 or 10 students. For example, 5 and 10 here. So to do that, just select on a organizational unit. Click this icon to create a new user. We're gonna add our users. So for our user number 1, we're gonna use Alexis De Leon. So, since they are normal user, we're gonna set the normal password. So it is users and for the checkbox, you're just gonna leave it as default. So user must change password at next slide. Next, then finish. So that's our first user for our first organizational group. So we're gonna go ahead and add at least a user for each group. So we're gonna fast forward this part. Now, after that, we add our users. So we add them in every organizational unit that we have. So the next that we have to do, so create the menus for each department in the office, is the real names. Next is create an organizational unit for technology section or office. Example is computer engineering, electronics, registrar research, etc. Finish that. Then what you have to do next is all users can log in onto work sections that are assigned to their respective departments or offices. So in order to do that, we're gonna go to basic arts and departments, and the administrative department have their different home and they're different. So to do that, we're gonna right click the new and then select computer. Now we're gonna name the computer name, say facade, and user or groups, we're gonna change it to domain users. Then check names, then click OK, then OK. Now you have a computer for the facade department, and do the same for the other department as well. Now we have established each departments and offices their respective computers. What we have to do next is all users should change their passwords every 30 days. Then the academic users can log on from 7:30 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. For the administrative department is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So to do that, we're gonna do is go to the specific course and then select all users, properties, and then account. Then we're gonna go on log on hours, check, and then log on hours. For the instructions, since this is 7:30 to 8:45 a.m. So we're gonna go for 7 a.m. Since we can select the specific time, we're just gonna click. We're gonna select all first and log on denied because they have limited time for their they have a limited time for their login time. So to do that, let's select from 7 a.m. since we can do it specifically 7 to 8. This is 6 a.m. to 8:10 a.m. which is wrong. There. So, now that we specify the time for the first course, the log on permitted, since it's not specific, I just set it as 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Click OK, and then on this part, we're gonna go on select the computer restrictions, and then log on to, then the computer name. I'm gonna enter the facade computer, add, then OK, apply, OK. Now, all of these users can only log in during 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. every day within the facade computer. So let's do the same for the other users under BTVTE Electronics. So I'm gonna do this part sped up. So now after doing that, the next thing that we have to do is all users should change their password every 30 days. So all users, even the administrative department and the academic department. So in order to do that, we're gonna go to start, gonna enter group policy management, then go to your forest, the tup.com, then domains, and then your domain. You will see the GOs here. GO is academic and administrative department. So you're gonna right click, then click GPO in this domain. You're gonna name this as academic change password. Now is for the administrative password. So administrative change password. Next is we're gonna go right click this GPO, edit, then go to policies, then Windows settings, and security settings. Under the user settings, security settings, we're gonna go to account policies. Then you're gonna go to password policy. On this password policy, You're gonna see this settings. So what we have to do is maximum password age. So define and then click. Gonna change this to 30 days based on the instructions. So apply, then okay, then close. We're gonna go to administrative department as well. Edit policies, window settings, security settings, then account policies, and then password policy, minimum password age, maximum password age, properties, define 30 days. Apply, okay. So now this requirement is now achieved, which is to assign, change their password every 30 days. So now we have finished our part 2 of this, the main case study, which is the one, adding the domain users, creating these organizational groups or groups. There should be for academic departments, so we have that already. Then for every department, there should be courses, Basad, AAD, MAAD, and KAAD. And next is the civil and allied, the administrative department, which consists of these 8 offices. So we have already established that. Already established we already include users, also the organizational unit for each section or office. All users can also log onto their respective workstations, which is these computers. And we already established the change password every 30 days and the specific time for their logon time. So that's all for this part 2 of our case study. For the next part, we will be working on the HC server. So thank you for watching.